What's up, guys? It's now March, and that means that I need to tell you about all the things that I experienced media-wise in the month of February. So we'll start with books, because that's what's coming to my mind first. I listened to Geekerella. I opened up an Audible account in the month of February, and I'm very thankful that I did. It's a lot easier to just listen to the novel as opposed to read the novel for the sake of time. I do believe that if I would have actually bought the novel Geekerella, I would have actually read it, and I might have actually read it quicker, maybe, because I would have had a hard time like putting it down. But because of it being something that I was listening to, there were certain, like, my surroundings kind of dictated what I could and could not do. I enjoyed it. I'll link down below the review I did on it. I also did a character chat on the characters because there was a difference in how this Cinderella story was done, and I really liked it, so I made a video about it. TV series, I watched the second season of The Crown, and I thought it was great. It definitely, it had more, I guess you could say, scandal than the first season, and it's interesting to think that this is really a historical figure. We'll use the term loosely because the Queen is still alive, but it's interesting to see how life has been for her in a time that I was definitely not alive, and seeing how all this different scandal works. I'm really curious as to how much speculation there truly is in this and how much is like hardcore historical fact, and I don't know if they consulted the Queen on this before sending it off. I'm sure they probably did, because I would think you would have to get her approval since she's still alive to make something about her life. I don't know. Regardless, I enjoyed the second season. It'll be interesting to see how the third season goes, as we're getting a new cast of actors, not necessarily a cast of characters, but a new cast of actors as they are moving forward in the timeline of Queen Elizabeth's second reign. So we'll see how this goes. So I guess continuing on in the TV spirit, in February we had the Winter Olympics. I thought NBC did a really great job of how they made it, I guess you could say, transmedia wise, because you always got, if you couldn't watch it when they were airing it on TV, they gave you a really nice recap on Snapchat, and I thought that was really clever, a very clever use of that specific medium. Movies, I watched The Darkest Hour with my family this month, and again, really cool thing seeing how like it's a historical event, but there were certain things that we were curious as to if they actually did happen, and unfortunately some of those things truly were fiction, which I understand you want to make an enjoyable movie, but maybe there's a way you can make the movie enjoyable and 100% historically accurate. Well, that's all I have. If you have any other suggestions of books, movies, TV shows, any kind of media experience, leave that in the comments below. I will do my best to get around to it and stick it on my list if it's something that really interests me. And I will see you next video. Bye!